Oh my goodness, we are live at the Big Festoon. This isn't just any normal conference, this is a show. If you truly want to be a business that is out there, that is going up, is growing, is a bit weird, wacky, and actually embraces all of that about yourself, the Big Festoon is something for you. We're going to give you a glimpse inside, and don't worry, we're going to tell you how you can be at the next one. Closed mouths don't get fed, and there is not a closed mouth in this room, I can guarantee it. It's a wrap. Hello and welcome back to the October Spooktacular Big Festoon. That was a really weird way of me saying it, so I'm going to say it again. Hello and welcome back to the Big Festoon October Spooktacular 2025. I am joined by the rebel that is Karl. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, all good, all good.
Thanks for booking in and coming to see me.
That's all right. I thought as we're both in the same programme, I thought it'd be rude not to. So, come and support each other.
Love that. How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's all right. I just sent Ben. It's like, without sounding horrible, a couple of the talks were a bit sort of, zoned out. But yeah, no, it's good. I think the best thing about these sort of things that I enjoy is the networking and sort of seeing other people and potential collaborations and stuff like that. So it's always people in the room just as much as who's on stage, I think. So.
Well, and this is it, right? Because different levels of where our businesses are at is depending on what will relate to us and not on stage and things like that. So those are the perfect opportunities that there are networking spaces in the exhibitor village to go, do you know what? I've done that, or I've heard this talk. That's the other thing. Some of these speakers I've seen at other events. So I can go and explore for a little bit and do something else, or go chill out and send stories.
Yes, yeah. Again, like you said, it sort of gives you that opportunity, doesn't it? Having the best of both worlds. That there's Andrew and Pete here, you're here, there's people sort of in your network that you don't always see, there's people that you want in your network that you want to come and meet, as well as, learning a few bits and pieces along the way. So yeah, no, it's good.
So Karl, for people who don't know you, tell us who you are and what you do.
So I am a digital marketing agency, so we build sales funnels, landing pages and automations for coaches and consultants to help nurture their audience from content through to clients.
Incredible. So what sort of clients are you working on, and what sort of journey are they going through right now?
So a lot of people come to me, I think, it's like they sort of come to you thinking, oh, I need this, like, oh, I need help with social media. Can you manage my social media account? Well, yes, we can. But then as you dig a bit deeper, it's understanding who they're actually trying to talk to, because a lot of people are putting content out for content's sake. So it's actually understanding who they're trying to reach, who they're trying to target, what their own message is, and their offer as well. You'd be so surprised, I'm sure you hear it a lot, that, what do you do? I don't know. It's like, okay, well, let's sort that out first.
Or I do this, and
the other way.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like, right, stop, let's figure that out first. Because especially when people come and go, oh, can you run Facebook ads? Yeah, sure. What's your offer? Oh, I don't know, just run Facebook ads. You're like, oh, for God's sake. So it's all breaking that down in the first instance. Who they want to target, what their message is, trying to get that out of them to put on their social media accounts. Can we manage that for them as well? And as I said, the sort of whole purpose of what we do is taking their audience off of social media and then into their landing page, sales funnels, automations. So it's all that, I hate it, it's almost like a ChatGPT term now, because I was going to use it in real life. It's like taking away that sort of heavy lifting. Again, a sentence ChatGPT. I know.
ChatGPT has tainted it, isn't it?
It's funny when people say it, because you're like, oh, I use ChatGPT. But no, you're like, you can't even talk without being, oh, have you just sort of quoted ChatGPT? Sorry, going off on tangent. Yeah, so it's just getting that sort of sales funnel and that flow. So they show up online, we take the content off their hands so they can do a little bit more, have those real life conversations in the DMs and stuff. We put their their prospects through a nurture sequence towards a sales call. So they basically show up at the beginning, show up at the end, and we do everything in between.
And this is what makes you different, right? Because ultimately, you're going, hang on a minute, you've come to me and said, put out content. And there are agencies and there are businesses out there that go, okay, yeah, cool. Da-da-da. And then you're spending, hundreds, maybe even thousands on marketing that isn't actually marketing for you at all, or definitely not sending the right people to you either. You might have 1 million followers or 1 million likes and views, and then I'm like, but how many of them are your customer audience? Like,
exactly that.
None.
I've had that conversation with a couple of people. Like, someone reached out to me and they were on TikTok. I don't really use TikTok, but they had, I think it was like 50,000 followers, and like sort of quite quickly in a conversation, he basically sort of said, I've got all these followers, but I don't know what to do with them. So in my head, and you would think, he must be minted, 50,000 followers. So I said, what is it you're selling? He's like, well, nothing. I'm just sort of giving advice. And he was talking about like fat loss and coaching and stuff like that. So I said, well, are you not selling like a fat loss program? He's like, no. I was like, so you're putting out all your hints, tips, advice, but you're not monetizing it? And he's like, no. I was like, okay. Let's fix that then.
Yeah, let's create you a business, basically.
Exactly. The funny thing is, like you or I, for example, if someone gave us a platform with 50,000 people, it's like, oh my God, but it's funny that he had it and wasn't doing anything with it.
It's such an unusual...
I know, it's strange.
It's so weird. I mean, I'm like, we're doing things to try and up, like you say, up that value of followers, but also... I'm happy that it's growing slowly because I know that it's the right followers that are also growing. Like we say, there's no point having 50,000 and only 100 of them are your audience.
Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? Like even if you look at, I think they said a number a couple of times, it's just under 500 people are in this room, downstairs, and look how big that room is, 500 people.
Yeah.
But people that have got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 followers, they're always trying to get more and more followers. And you're like, why are you not nurturing the people that you have got? And again, that's where sort of, some of the initial conversation I have with people, what are you doing to nurture your existing audience? And you see on their face, they're like, am I supposed to be doing that? I don't know. Because they just want more followers. And it's like, but why? Like, what? You're not doing anything with them. And again, it's sort of in a roundabout way, it comes back to what I help people with. It's like, let's plug in a lead magnet, let's send them down a nurture sequence, get them onto a sales call.
And not being afraid to repurpose and reuse that same lead magnet in different ways and send it out multiple times. I've done Danny's free boot camp twice, and I've no doubt I'll probably do it again. Because at that time, it will resonate differently. It will sit differently. The results will be different. So having a lead magnet that you can utilise and put out multiple times, or a challenge or something, this is what you need to be doing. And it's not a one-hit wonder. No. That's not what marketing is.
No, not at all. And it's not even, like, the lead magnet is almost sort of behind that wall, isn't it? Like the initial content, sort of something you just said there, again, something that people speak to me about is, I don't know what to post on social media. And you sort of like bring up their profile and you're swiping through and you're like, well, you've got like 400 posts. Like, how have you run out of stuff to say? And when their message, just using fat loss still, for example, if their message is fat loss, you go, well, look, you can talk about this. Oh, no, I spoke about that before. You're like, yeah, but that was 6 months ago. People don't remember what you posted last week.
No.
Let alone 6 months ago. And that's where they fall into the trap of trying to come up with new content all the time, and before they even realise, they're talking about so many random things that doesn't even resonate with their audience.
Yeah.
And at that point, if you sort of clicked on their profile today and they're talking about, here's me and my cat, oh brilliant, I'm going to follow this person because they talk about cats. Like, they've stopped talking about fat loss because they think they've run out of things to talk about, whereas, as we both know, you need to keep banging the same drum for it to set in, and that is when people go, oh, you know what, like you and Danny example, you know what, I do need to do that thing, and then you sign up again.
Yeah.
But if you're randomly talking about God knows what, people are going to forget what you do, who you are, or lose interest and just unfollow you. So it does make me laugh when people think, oh no, I can't post that again.
It's that consistency trap, that's what we call it.
Exactly.
Like, you're in the consistency trap. We had a lady that was posting 5 times a day, and we was like, what are you posting? What are you getting for that? She was like, nothing, I just need to be out there. And I'm like, not quite like that.
No.
Like, there's a different way to do that.
But that's the thing, isn't it? Like, people hear, even if you think of what you and I, for example, have heard in the last 6 months alone with regards to sales and marketing compared to what we've heard in the past 12 to 18 months, it's just different all the time, and you've got to almost focus on the one thing that you think you need to be doing, if that makes sense. But when people try and do all of the things, like that lady, post 5 times a day, like some guru said that, so she's gone, okay, yeah, exactly, have this, okay. Like, if you try and listen to everything, you're just going to end up doing nothing, or you'll do it all but not very well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a big trap,
And it's also making sure you're doing it the way you want to do it, the way you love as well. There's no point sitting there going, oh, I've got to I've got to post this today and I've got to post that tomorrow, and then
Yeah.
and you dreading doing it. Like, post what you love.
Yeah, 100%.
Do that.
Yeah, and even coming, like the first thing you said to me about how am I finding today, I just realised it's probably a very negative answer I gave you, but what I meant by that was almost like, not switch off is probably the wrong word, but I sort of listen to the bits I want to listen to,
Yeah.
and I've been writing a few notes and stuff, but like you said, if you sort of listen to every single word that comes out of their mouth and just, oh my God, I'm taking that as gospel,
Yeah.
that's it, you're off on a road, you're doing something completely different because someone's influenced that, where you need to step back and be like, you know what, I'm going to take that little bit, that little bit, that little bit, and go and create my own frameworks to work to. But yeah, it's funny that again, you and I are in the sort of the marketing space, but it is funny that people are so influenced by what other people are doing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you've just got to put your own spin on it, I think.
I love it. Carl, thank you so much for coming to join me in the studio today.
No worries at all. It's been a pleasure.
Look forward to seeing what's next.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Your